On June 6th of this year, Zack Herndon received the wake-up call of a lifetime. While he'll never be able to play football again, he's never felt more grateful to simply be walking around. Here's why. It's a typical summer afternoon at the Herndon household. Unfortunately for Pioneer junior Zack Herndon, this is as close to competition as he gets nowadays. Zack's football playing days are over due to a fall at Capitola Beach that at the time left him nearly entirely paralyzed.
And we were full-on sprinting. The other guy's not going to beat me to the water. And there was a rock or there was a pothole, something in the way, and I just tripped, went head first in the water. And then after that, I was laying there in the water, like sitting kind of with my feet out in front of me. And then I didn't look to him, but I told my buddy, I was like, I hurt my neck, I need to get out of the water.
Luckily for Zack, two of his close friends knew exactly how to handle this kind of situation.
John Brownie, who was it, pulled me backwards out of the water and then laid me down. And then my other friend, Laura Dunn, was there, and she's a lifeguard, and she was able to stabilize my neck, and we called the paramedics.
Paramedics took Zack to Dominican Hospital before he was airlifted to Valley Medical in San Jose, where he underwent a 5-hour surgery.
And they took out C6, the vertebra C6, and then they put a cage in there. And then they put 2 plates over that, connecting from 5, 6, and 7 together. And then they screwed it in with 2 screws in C5 and 2 screws in C7.
Doctors initially thought Zack would spend up to 6 months in the hospital and live the rest of his life as a quadriplegic, without fully functioning arms, torso, and legs. While Zack was confident he could beat this challenge, he knew he'd never play football again.
I just broke down. You can't hold on. It's the hardest thing.
Just 6 days later, Zack walked out of the hospital. To better understand the fortitude it takes to make such a miraculous recovery, we rewind a little further.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2009. She went through chemo that summer. She was kind of down, but I was trying to do everything I could to make it better for her.
Last year, Zack and the rest of his junior varsity team set up the Pink Game to honor Julie. Zack notched a game high in tackles and refused to go down on this 25-yard touchdown run in a win over Live Oak.
At Pioneer, it's all about who has the biggest heart, who's the hardest worker, and who is busting his tail.
That week before, I went from not playing at all to starting fullback, starting nose guard, because I was like, I want to work, I want to get this done.
Zack was brought up to the varsity squad in the playoffs and was set to compete for a starting spot before he broke his neck. Despite his prowess on the field, it's Zack's attitude off of it, which is even more impressive.
He brings a lot of energy. He motivates people to keep going. So I kind of miss that.
To see him now playing with us and hanging out with us all the time, and still going out to the field and walking at that, it's awesome. I'm proud of him.
Over the summer, Zack collected and donated nearly 200 DVDs to his former hospital mates, and he's still adding to the collection.
Very exciting as a mother. We learned something, but it's the second time that I've been extremely proud.
And in true Zack fashion, he's already looking forward to his next trip to the beach.
As soon as the doctor clears me, I'm going to be right back out there. Get back on the horse. I'm not going to let it scare me.
In a few months, Zack will be free to play low-contact sports. Swimming, baseball, and golf are all teams he may try out for at Pioneer.